Hello everyone, welcome back to the PX3 channel. My name is Ryan and today we're covering my Jiren deck list from the most recent Adelaide regional. I was able to go 6-0 with this deck and finish first place, so extremely happy with the result. And we're just going to be quickly going over some of the cards that I used for the day. But if you are interested in learning a bit more about specific matchups, then be sure to check out our Patreon. We currently have Max's masterclass on Blue Vegeta and his Bardock starter deck video. So we'll have an article coming out for Jiren as well, just some strategy into different matchups. So if you think that that's something you might find interesting, be sure to check it out. But for now, I'll minimize myself here and jump over into the deck list so you can see. A lot of people are pretty familiar with Jiren by now, and it's the new 25k lead. Pretty standard, you awaken on 3 life, and then on your awaken side, if you have a 30k or more, then you take up to 1 damage per battle, and when you take a damage, you draw a card. I ran 3 of the 1-drop Whis as opposed to the starter deck Whis. I found this one a little bit more useful, just being able to stick on the field for multiple turns and constantly provide that minus 5k as opposed to the one-off, but the trade-off it is a 5k instead of a 10k combo. We've got 6 cantrips, 4 of the Piccolo and 2 of the Roshi, and then 4 Maserita, which works really well with a lot of the cards in the deck, just to be able to buff them up once you're awakened and push some damage. For Fua, the minus 15k on play, pretty standard in red, as well as the 3-cost Gohan, which is a minus 10 across the field. Very powerful against when your opponent starts playing lots of cantrips and 1-drops onto the field and tries to get some value there, especially blue, where it sticks all its pilafs. 4 of the 3-cost Gohan, another staple for red, just being able to provide pressure to 25k on awaken, and the minus 15 is really strong and being able to take life if you need. It ties in really well with a lot of the cards in this deck and the minusing effects and KO effects. We've got the 3-drop Vegeta, again another really powerful card, especially for this deck. If you do the when attacking effect and discard 2 cards, it becomes a really sticky 50k. And then you've got the on KO, it's the activate main, sorry, you KO this card and you get to KO at 25k or less. So again, ties in really well with a lot of the minusing effects that you have, but it works so well being able to push damage with a 50k. The previous Gohan and the Vegeta are both playable off the Kefla, which has been a staple for red since set 2. Just the 25k, draw a card and play the tournament power card. So really strong. It is limited, so we're only running 1. This deck revolves around the 4-cost Jiren, and it just ties in extremely well with the leader effect. It can't be KO'd once per turn, so green and yellow have a really difficult way to remove this card. Then we've got the activate battle. On our opponent's turn, we get to take a damage and then replace the life if this card's in rest mode, which allows us to draw 1 off our leader effect, and then ties in with the permanent of being able to negate the damage for the turn since we already took 1. I didn't play this card that much over the whole day. I didn't really match up into any green or yellow, so there wasn't much use for this card. I think I played it once over all my 6 rounds. I played against 3 Bardock, a blue Vegeta, a Goku Black, which is obviously blue, and then a Jiren Mirror in the end. So while this card is extremely useful in some matchups, across the day I found myself charging it a lot. For Rumshi, some of our best removal in the late game. It's a 5-cost 30k. On play you get to KO a 30k or less, and it's the 10k combo, so just fits in really well with this deck. Then the 5-cost 35k starter deck Son Goku. It's our double strike. I use this card to close out games a lot throughout the day, and then it's got the on play minus 20k something on the field, so just really powerful, and yeah, you can't go wrong with the double strike combined with the Maserita. For super combo, pretty standard. 4 tournament of power, just ties in really well with this deck, especially if you can play it on turn 2. You've got the field, so it sticks around and activate battle on either player's turn. You get to switch this card to rest and give your leader or your battle card plus 5,000. So you can make your leader 30k on defense or 30k on offense, depending on what you need. I mainly use this offensively later in the game to swing that 30k to try and push the damage. And then we've got the Sphere of Destruction, a 2-cost extra card that recently came out in set 3. To activate main, you get to KO one of your opponent's 25,000 power or less battle cards, and then if they have 4 or more life, you get to deal a damage. So really powerful card at pushing your opponent from 4 to 3 once they awaken, especially if you've got a couple of cards on field that you haven't attacked with yet. You can put a lot of pressure with this card. And then the God Kamehameha, it is a 2-cost extra card. You can reduce the energy cost if you have no battle cards on the field, and it's pretty simple. It just KOs a 30k, so it's really powerful at removing Black's secret rare, which is running around pretty rampant right now in Bardock and GT, but it has some use against a lot of other cards as well when you combine it with some of the minusing effects. But that is the deck list. Again, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the matchups and what to do against certain leaders, then check out that Patreon. But otherwise, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll bring you some more content with some of the upcoming set 4 decks. Thanks for tuning in.